Hello everyone, myself Shivaram Krishna. My ID is MIT170954. Today we are going to discuss about two monitoring networking tools. One is LSOF and another one is Logmine. And LSOF works on Linux and the Logwork works on Windows. Now we are going to discuss LSOF Linux. I'm going to show you how LSOF works. If you don't have, first we need to create a virtual box. If you don't have virtual box, just go on browser and create one. On the left hand side, you can see the download. I have Windows 1, so that's why I just creating the Windows host. Just after downloading it, you can see VirtualBox on desktop. Just open the VirtualBox. You can if you don't have one ID, just create a new one. Yeah, type any of your own name, and just go step by step process on that. I already created one, the Kali Linux. Uh, just press on start the Linux Kali, and this is how it appears when you done one. Just go to select the terminal one, and if you want to see the list of open file, just press LSOF and enter. These are the files currently running in LSOF. To see the page by page, just type LSOF more. Yeah, these are the files which is running in it. If you just get rid of it, just type Control C and you can go back. If you want to see there are if you to see particular user detail type, just press LSOF U root, and these are the details of root allowed. uh, there are the details of root allowed. To check internet connections of user root, just enter LSOS I. These are the IP versions of users. There is a command you can see, and this is I port ID, and this is user, and file directory type, devices. You can see it, and these are the IP versions of a user. Now to check a particular user port ID, just type LSOF P. Just type any number. I'm typing 21, and you can see the command, and port ID is 21, and the root which I have already created, the user, and FD file directory type, and device. You can see everything. uh, this is all about LSOF. Thank you. Show you how Logman works on performance monitor. First we'll see what is Logman. Logman is nothing but Microsoft Windows provides a free build-up utility called Logman, where you can see the monitor performance counter, and performance monitor displays a visual representation of your system, and this is the now if you want to see the performance monitor, first you need to press performance monitor here, and just open the performance monitor. Here is you can see the performance monitor here. Now on the left hand side you can see 4 applications. Now just press on performance monitor, and there is a graph which is running already, and it is a default one, and here you can see the processor time counter, and this is the average and maximum. This is already default one running. If you want to stop this, you need to just press delete, and if you want to add a new one, you need to just add like this. These are the counters. Now we can select any of the counters. These are all the counters. Now I am selecting the memory one. In memory, just available in bytes. I'm just adding this, and also I will also add one more, which is we can add any of this. I'm just adding this ready boost catchy. Yeah, I'm just adding it, and these two are memory. These two counters. I'm just adding this. Okay, these are the two counters graph which is running. The green one is the minimum, and the red one is maximum. This is a graph running. Meanwhile, this graph is running. Meanwhile, I'll just show you how to collect the data set, how to create a data set, and I'm just opening it, and this is you can select any of the name you want, but I'm just entering my name, Shiva01, create manual, next, and don't forget to press on performance counter, next, and here you can select how many seconds you want, up to 300, 400, how many, but the time is low, so I am selecting the 5 seconds. Next, here is how you can save it on this is the root directory. Next, save and close, finish. Now in this you can see my name here which I have created, and I'm going to the properties now. This is the one in schedule. You can see the date, start, begin, expiry, and everything. And in the directory, if you want to save it in other files, you can just edit here, browse here, and this is the data collector performance counter. This has been running. Now I will show you the previous one which I have already done. No, meanwhile this it is running. Meanwhile, I will show you the report of report. This is the one. I'll show you the previous report which I have done already. This is the graph which I have done already. These are the 4 counters: processor time, disk read time, disk write time. If you want select a particular one, you need to unselect the rest of it. This is the disk write. Yeah, you can select as many you want. If you want a particular thing, you have to undo this. This is the graph which I have done already. This is the last one, average one, and maximum and minimum. This is the duration of the last term. The duration is 34 seconds. This is how the logmine works on performance monitor. Now I am going to compare two famous OS. One is Linux and other one is Windows. These are the comparisons. Linux has open source, whereas Windows has closed source. Linux is free for cost, but Windows cost between 150 to $320. Linux has free software, and Windows software is costly. Linux has live CD distribution. In Windows, there is no live CD distribution. Linux is secure, whereas Windows isn't secure. Linux has uh, Linux does not require any antivirus. whereas Windows is essential to have antivirus. Linux is low hardware cost, and Windows hardware is cost highly. Linux has comparability and features, whereas Windows has not comparable. But the one thing is Linux is not easy to access. Now there are a lot of commands to enter into Linux, and whereas Windows is a friendly user, anyone can access it through it easily. These are the comparisons between two big famous OS. Thank you. I think this video will be helpful to you. By using this, you will be known how to monitor your system by using different network monitoring tools. Thank you everyone.